Chess, nonsense, and analysis. Hi, dear viewer. Look, before I even jump into what we're going to be talking about today, I prepared a very nice, small little rhyme for you. I hope you're going to enjoy. Now it goes something like this. You see, the event in Croatia that is rapid and blitz, it just showed us one thing. Clowns can walk, talk, spin around, and do the moonwalk, but there can only be one king. Yeah. So, well, the reason why I delivered that for you is the event, the game I'm going to show you, basically Magnus Carlsen uh, loses to, no, I shouldn't say loses, gets beaten by Gukesh. And you see, before the event, this is what Carlsen said. I'm going to read to you. He says, I quote, Gukesh hasn't done anything to indicate that he's going to do well in such a tournament. I will approach it as if I'm playing one of the presumably weaker players in the tournament. This is what he said before. Well, wonder what he's going to say now, since he always seems to have something to say when it comes to the new young world champion. Could it be jealousy? I don't know. But look, Gukesh played really well. I mean, the first round, he started off like in a jittery fashion. He lost the first round to Duda, from Super Grandmaster from Poland. And so I just want to get basically, and then, but he won 5 rounds after that. And the quality of opposition that he beat, really, really amazing. I mean, we're talking about the best players in the world. I just want to, open so that I can basically just read to you the players that that he beat. Well, okay. Look, he beat people like Pragnanda. He beat Caruana. He beat Firuja, uh, and then the last round. Well, round five of that day or six, he then beat Magnus Carlsen. So he leads the tournament, and yeah, and he's playing really nice chess. Let's have a look at this game. So Carlsen plays with the white pieces. This happened about 2 days ago. So they play an English opening and Bishop D3. Yeah, so basically, you look, it's going to be quite difficult for Black to get counterplay because Black is going to should try and play F5, but F5 is going to be difficult to happen. And so Black has to try and find a way to get counterplay and plays A5 to try and keep the knight on C5. Knight D2, plays G6. Interesting maneuver. So he's got ideas of maybe sometimes playing knight H5. So knight F1 is played. Bishop B6, Bishop G5, H6, and the game becomes a little bit dynamic. Plays G5, plays Queen D7, F3, knight H5. Yeah, and roundabout here, look, it's a rapid event. Not sure how we should proceed, but it's very dynamically equal. It looks very interesting, and yeah, Black should try and find a way to proceed here with energy to get some play. Maybe try to play for B5. I don't know, maybe C6, B5, ideas like that, or but then yeah, if C6, B5, the knight will get D5. So. Maybe try and play b5 straight without that preparation. Who knows? Very difficult position. But okay, what happened? He plays knight f4, queen d2, then b5 directly, knight d5, and yeah, here maybe look, the agent didn't like this plan of knight h5 and moving with the king, and because actually when we reach this position. truth be told, we can see that white should be comfortable here. White definitely has a stable advantage. And yeah, Carlsen played b4 here. And maybe Carlsen Long was, as was suggested, would have been maybe a better option just to keep solid. But okay, he plays b4 and bishop d3. Now, I was really impressed by, how Gukesh comes out with of this position. He plays this very creative. He plays c6, and then after Carlsen takes, he plays d5. This is brilliant. So he wants to blow open the position because the white king is in the center, and it gets really dynamic and interesting. And rook d6 wanting to double the rooks. Carlsen takes on b5, knight c3. The queen is attacked, of course, by the rook, so you are not able to do much here. You have to well, he plays bishop c5, and look, if his argument is if knight takes c5, then he can play queen takes c3, right? So yeah, it's a very big now tactical skirmish, shall we call it that? And we get this position very, very unclear still because black has got the two pieces for a rook, but white has got a couple of pawns, especially on the queen side. If white can find a way to set that the pawns on their way, there's going to be trouble. If black can find a way to break through and attack the king, there's going to be trouble. So very, very interesting position. And we shouldn't expect complete accuracy from the players because it's rapid after all. Yeah, it's not classical, so they are playing pretty quickly. That's why I didn't go to sort of analyze this with the engine because I think it's just unfair on both the players. We cannot demand such precision in a rapid game. We can sort of just enjoy and have a look, but I think that's the theme in the game. Can white stop black from getting active against the king? Can white get the pawns rolling? And yeah, he did manage to do this, Carlsen. And yeah, if a player as strong as Carlsen doesn't manage to do that, you know that it was not easy. This is a very nice idea. Of course, you cannot take the queen because you will be checkmated. Let me just illustrate it, of course, like so. Right. So you're not able to capture the knight. He plays rook e5. And yeah, so this was probably the main mistake according to the engine. So rook c2 is suggested, unclear position. Plays rook e5, queen h3, and his king is now sort of chased. And yeah, the knight and queen is a powerful combination, as we know. You cannot take the knight with the queen because the rook is hanging. And here in this position, after having lost the pawn and the king being very weak, Carlsen went on and resigned the game. Yeah, so look, I mean, very nice game, but I also do think that look, I was quite happy to see Gukesh beating Carlsen like this because I feel that it's more like bullying, if you may, I mean, the guy is 19, he's the world champion. Um, uh, yeah, you can make suggestions that maybe he's not yet the strongest player on the planet and so on, but he's 19 and he did win the world championship fair and square. And look, great players like Kasparov, for example, when he was 24, right, in the first match against Karpov, Kasparov was 5-0 down in that champ. Okay, with a couple of draws, but he was actually 5-0 down. Had he lost one extra game in 1984, he would have lost 6-0, right? And it took Karpov getting tired and him coming back. And then, of course, afterwards, he then was Karpov's equal and then slightly stronger maybe later on. But this is when the guys, like we're talking about 25, 26 years. Here we're talking about a teenager. And yeah, I think it's a little bit unfair for. And I think Carlsen knows exactly what he's doing. He's just, trying to put doubt on Gukesh's name by always attacking him. So I'm happy that Gukesh answered for himself here. And yeah, he's leading the tournament. Smacked Carlsen with the black pieces. Second win, by the way, in a row. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. So the event is running, and we're going to keep our eyes on it. I'm enjoying the event a lot, and let's see what's going to happen to. I hope Gukesh keeps his form. He's playing very well, and let's see what happens to Carlsen, because Carlsen is not even second actually. He still has to get into his stride and start worrying about other players other than Gukesh, I guess. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so keep your eye on this. We will be looking at the event, and please do share, like, subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, till next time, what I'll say to you is checkmate.